Most people don't fail at changing their lives because they are lazy. They fail because change threatens their identity. Your brain has a primary directive: to keep you alive. And to your nervous system, alive means predictable. If you are alive right now, reading this or listening to this, your brain considers your current situation, no matter how miserable it is, a success because you survived it. When you try to change, you are telling your brain to abandon a proven survival strategy for an unproven one. You aren't fighting a lack of willpower. You are fighting millions of years of evolutionary self-preservation. That is why you feel that resistance. It's not a character flaw. It's a security guard. There is a strange, dark safety in staying the same. The problems you have right now, you know them. You've named them. You have a routine for dealing with them. Your disappointments are familiar friends. Your excuses are well-rehearsed scripts. Psychologists call this homeostasis. It's the tendency of a system to maintain internal stability. Your life is a system. When you try to introduce better, the system views it as a toxin. Have you ever noticed how the moment you decide to start a new habit, your life suddenly gets busy, or you get a headache, or a friend calls with a crisis? That's not the universe testing you. That's your ego creating friction to keep you in the known. The brain prefers a known discomfort over an unknown improvement. That is why people stay in jobs they complain about every single night, not because they don't want more money, but because the identity of the struggling employee is a coat they know how to wear. Becoming the successful entrepreneur or the leader requires a new coat, and a new coat might not fit. Here's the question nobody wants to answer. Who would I be without my struggle?
If you suddenly became wealthy, healthy, and happy, you would lose your most valuable social currency, the story of why you can't. For many of us, our victim narrative is our armor. It protects us from the judgment of others. If I am stuck because of the economy or unhappy because of my childhood, then I don't have to face the terrifying reality of my own agency. Growth removes the emotional armor you've been wearing for years, and that feels dangerous. It leaves you exposed. If you are successful and you fail, you have no excuse left. So we stay in the almost okay zone. It's a middle ground where it's not painful enough to force a move, but not joyful enough to feel like living. It is the purgatory of the mediocre. This is why motivation never lasts. Motivation is an emotional state. Identity is a physical one, encoded in your neural pathways. Motivation tries to change behavior without addressing the storyteller. You wake up at 5 a.m. once because you're inspired, but by day 3, the storyteller says, "This isn't who we are. We are the person who hits snooze. We are the person who needs rest." And your nervous system, wanting to protect you from the stress of being someone new, pulls you back. Potential is the ultimate safety net. As long as you have potential, you haven't failed yet. You can tell yourself, "I could have been great if I really tried." That thought is a warm blanket. But the moment you try, truly, fully try, you risk finding out exactly where your limit is. You risk the proof. Most people prefer the dream of potential over the reality of proof, because proof can be disappointing. Potential is always perfect.
Change feels heavy because it demands a level of honesty that most of us aren't ready for. It requires you to admit what you've been tolerating. It requires you to admit that you've outgrown your friends, your city, or your own habits. And honesty threatens the grand illusion that things will somehow work out. Things don't work out. They are worked out. Quietly, imperfectly, in the dark, when nobody is watching. The reason you haven't changed yet isn't that you're weak. It's that you're still mourning the person you're supposed to leave behind. You are grieving your old self. Give yourself permission to feel that grief. You are allowed to be scared of being happy. You are allowed to be terrified of being successful. Real change doesn't start with a New Year's resolution or a dramatic speech. It starts with awareness. It starts the moment you stop trying to change and start observing the resistance. When you feel the urge to procrastinate, don't judge it. Just say, "There is my identity trying to keep me safe." The moment you observe the trap, you are no longer in the trap. You are the observer of it. You don't need a transformation. You need permission. Permission to disappoint the people who expect you to stay the same. Permission to be the unfamiliar version of yourself. Permission to stop protecting a life you no longer want. Sit with that today. No pressure, no 10-step plan. Just the quiet realization that the only thing keeping you in that chair is the belief that you belong there. You don't.